Okay, well that's been a bit longer than I expected. We've got 4 weeks to make this right. So, if you want to find out what movements we're going to be doing and how we're going to be using this to get ourselves into higher positions on round 2, stay tuned for more. So, I had a pretty bad crash, which I'll link down here, and that kind of put me out of the game for a little while. Now, it put me out of the game physically for 6 to 8 weeks. Got like a sacral injury, so my lower back, and ribs broken as well, so not a good one. But hit that link if you want to see that video. That's one of McTrailRider's videos. He was luckily behind me and didn't hit the snowdrift that I hit, so yeah, he got off unscathed on that one, but I really did not. So we're back. Now, MTB WOD before, that was kind of like R&D, that was trying to work out what it was. What it is now, and what it is going to be for the next like 4 weeks, is a program that I'm just going to go over just now and the reasons why we're going to do that. So, in order to explain that, I did do a load of drawing on bits of paper, but that didn't really make sense to me. So I'm going to try and do that again, and let's see if it comes out any better. Okay, so I got back from Laggan. This is the first bit of riding I'd done after the crash. First time I really got up on the back of the bike, Scottish Enduro Series round 1. And I had a great weekend. It was really good fun. But there were certainly some things I noticed that, until that car goes by, there was things I noticed that weren't good about my performance. I didn't place well. I placed like 50th in my category, which is really bad. And some of the reasons for that were my technique, and some of the reasons for that were my fitness. Now, this channel is really about the fitness side of things. If you want technique, like Skills with Phil, all those other channels are really good for that. I'm going to handle the fitness side. And why am I holding this red book? Black book. This black book is where I kind of basically got home and went, right, what went wrong? Now, I did a lot of really in-depth analysis of what actually went on. But in summation, I kind of come out with this program. So the basic principle is this. If you want to be faster on an enduro, you need to be able to hit every descent as fast as you can. So if you start from here and you go on a descent, and then there's a slight fire road, and it's maybe a bit uphill, and then it's descent, and then there's a sprint climb, and then there's another bit of descent, and you get to the end. Now, the bits that really concern me are the bits where you've got to have a lot of technique. And the bits where you've got to have a lot of technique are here, here, and here. These are the bits where it's technical riding. If you're a really good downhiller and you can hold your own, this is probably where you're going to shine. The bits where you're going to really need obvious fitness are here and here. Now, the problem is it's not quite as cut and dry as that. There's this little bit here where it kind of mellows out, and actually you've got a flat sprint. Short, but it's there. 2 seconds saved. That's a good few places. Now, these bits here, where you're sprinting up the hill, or you're sprinting along a fire road, there where time is really lost. If you sit down in the saddle and just try and grind that out, you may get there kind of quick, but it's not going to be anywhere near as quick as someone who can out and out sprint that on that stage. So for myself and Andrew, McTrailRider, what we found is we were trying to conserve energy. I don't really know what we're trying to conserve energy for, but that's what we were doing. So we were getting to these sections and sitting down in the saddle and just kind of grinding it out. Nothing too special. But that's not what we needed. And actually the problem is bigger than that, because actually your fitness, let's say red is fitness. So red is fitness. Your fitness actually has so much bearing over here, because actually once you finish that first descent, your legs are probably quite cooked. You've been spending a lot of time in, like, if that's your torso and your head, and then you've basically been in sort of like quads burning, calves burning onto the pedals, and then you've been holding on here. So that's your handlebars, that's your pedals. You've been in this position, and actually what's really going on there is that your quads and your calves especially, and also your hamstrings, not to forget, are getting an absolute run in. Just holding. And actually all you're really doing is pulsing up and down in that position on that whole descent. Apart from here, where you're getting in a sprint. How can you sprint when you're ruined from this? So you get into this bit, and actually you can maybe get through this, but then you've got to get onto another descent. And is your technique going to be there if you're really, really tired? The technique fitness thing kind of goes like this for me. It's like the food pyramid. So you've got technique up there at the top, and then down here you've got your fitness. And your technique relies upon your fitness. If you don't have fitness, you don't get to use your technique, because you're going to be knackered and you're going to be delirious and you're not going to be able to focus. You can't use your technique without solid fitness. And that's really what I'm getting at here. If you can build up your fitness, you're going to be able to use a lot more of your technique for all those times that you go out on the bike and you've dialed how to rail like flat corners and you've got really good at rock gardens. That's great, but once you're on stage 3 and you've already done a load of climbs and you've already sprinted a load, you're really tired, that technique's not going to get a chance. So that's kind of where we're going with this. So for me, if we go back to Laggan, these were the key areas that were not good for me, and it meant that I was not able to do these sprints, and they were not good. And that was where I was losing loads of time. I was sitting down and I wasn't really nailing it. So in order to fix that, what we're going to do, squat and sprint. This is about developing force production, therefore power and speed through the squat, and really applying that in the sprint and developing your ability to hit that lactate threshold and push through it. So we're going to push our lactate threshold with the sprinting. And that's really what I'm going to go for the next this next sort of month in the lead up to the next race, which is in Leithen, round 2 of the Scottish Enduro Series. Andrew, McTrailRider, is also going to be doing round 2 in Leithen. And so basically, we've got 4 weeks to make this right from the previous round, which was round 1. And we're going to do this squat and sprint series over this time. So if you want to find out what movements we're going to be doing and how we're going to be using this to get ourselves into higher positions on round 2, stay tuned for more. I'm going to release some sort of videos going over videos going over tech for some of the movements and just the general programming, so you can see if we can get there. There's going to be proof in the pudding on this one, because we are here and we are going to get to here and we're going to hopefully climb some spaces on that leaderboard. I'm not going to say I'm going to win, definitely not going to say that. I think Andrew's going to do a lot better than me again, because he's just got a lot more time in the bike. Again, coming back to that technique and also the fitness side of things, he's got me there. I've had 2 kids in the past 2 years, so time in the bike has not been on my side. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this channel, is to really push myself to train harder and get out on the bike more, because it's what I've always loved. So that's the plan. So stay tuned for more. I'm going to be releasing the programming, going to be releasing technique videos, and I'm going to do a bit of a vlog on our training for it. So myself and Andrew, and kind of where we go. We'll see where we're at when it comes to round 2. So stay tuned for more. Subscribe to McTrailRider, and if you want to see that crash I mentioned at the beginning, I'll put the link at the end. Right, peace out. Okay, so I just watched some of that through, and I'm aware that this is a bit of a boring introduction because it's like a whiteboard, everyone around the class style vlog, but trust me, it will get more exciting. This is just laying the groundwork for where we're going to go. Alright, catch you later.